Hey all, it's your boy Shocktail. Before we start covering Ashe, I wanted to give a big shout out to this video sponsor, NordVPN. You can take advantage of their 60 possible countries and gain security through a proxied IP address to avoid those pesky hackermen DDoSing you. Not to mention Nord's superior latency and speed improvements. I speak from personal experience that using NordVPN actually removed my intermittent packet loss in Apex by providing better traffic routing to the game server than my ISP did. They also offer a password manager, NordPass, which helps keep your credentials safe when your favorite streaming site becomes forcibly open sourced. Use the link nordvpn.com/Shocktail in the description below to get 73% off their 2-year plan with 4 months free and a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Ashe teaser in Arenas is happening on the 18th, so I want to talk a bit about what that means. Usually when we're getting a new season, we get two things. One, we get the map teaser, and this is happening with the IMC pod on Olympus. And two, we get the Legend teaser, and the only teaser outstanding is the Arena Ashe teaser, hence this must be the next Legend teaser. There's nothing else in the files to indicate another Legend, unless they're planning to pull a fast one like they did in Season 9, where Valk was not teased at all, and surprisingly that also involved a floating Ashe head weirdly. I also do want to note that the human Ashe head that it flickers to is not Mila, one because the head is perfectly skinned over ashes, and two, we can see from the subtitles that it is human Ashe speaking, Dr. Ashley. So, specific Legend details, as I'm sure that's why you've tuned in. Well, in 10.1, the Arenas Ashe actually received a model update, which is not very surprising since she's had quite a few different art styles since she was introduced to Apex. This tells us that the Olympus story version of Ashe, which was posted on the Apex Twitter, is likely to be her final model, as we can see the zipped up hoodie and lip mark, which is present on this version of Ashe in the Arenas. Perhaps the human version will be a launch bundle skin, though that would be very unusual, especially if a lot of her animations end up being very robotic. And the second part, which is probably a little more important than her models, abilities. We have a few sources to get a general idea of what her abilities could look like. First, let's take a trip back to Ashe's appearance in Titanfall 2, where she pilots a Ronin Titan. This will likely be a major source of inspiration for abilities, similar to how Valk got a lot of her abilities from Viper's Titan, the North Star class. I will discount any abilities that resemble Overwatch's Genji, as there's surprisingly a lot of overlap here, so Sword Block and the Ultimate Sword Core are out of consideration, as those act as Genji's Deflect and Ultimate ability. So the two abilities remaining that could possibly appear in Apex are the Titan's Ordnance Arcwave, which is a directed attack on the ground that deals damage and slows. In addition, the Titan's Tactical Phase Dash could also be an ability candidate. The second one is also backed up by ACEU, saying that the next Legend will make Wraith really bad, and a Switch playtester leaked some footage of a short instant dash that placed 2 connected portals. Other than that, there are some placeholder objects for a large ability radius called Ashe Mark Death in the game files. Not too much else from this, other than it appears to be a large AoE that perhaps amps damage or isolates/marks affected legends. There was a scrap revenue concept for a dagger that tracks a legend until they are fully healed, but that seems a bit OP, very annoying to deal with, and an old concept. Well, let me know what your expectations are for Ashe, if we aren't getting a big switcheroo. Will Wraith finally end up in the dumpster for comp? Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.